detected this a while back. Just broke the encryption. I take it you saw it already.
Then you know that I didn't respond. I have a good life now, Noah. It's clean, simple.
Right. But how could you ignore that? Heck, I was inspired. And those are your people out there, violating the Petrus Act. Am I supposed to just trust that you're not?
Murphy, down. Croissant's getting cold.
You have a presence in the area, yes? You hear things. Hear anything about an underground Omnic insurgency? Last night, my unit was investigating an extremist cell with ties to Null Sector. Got more than we bargained for.
Jesus!
But then someone happened. Without that person, my team might have died. I might have died. But I have to do my duty. So you need to account for your whereabouts last night.
I don't know what to tell you. I was home with Murphy.
Here's the thing, though. I found this after the raid. Slug from an Elkiton Kelvin 87 railgun. Same model you used in Overwatch. I never told you this, but I joined the agency partly because of you. Testifying at the Petrus hearings. Doing what you thought was right.
Doing what you think is right can be complicated. The Overwatch I joined was about raising the world up. Making it a better place. But by the end, we lost sight of our mission. I don't regret what I did, but it was the hardest decision I ever made. Do what you think is right, Agent Tremblay.
What the...
Last night's raid. The insurgency. It's all connected. CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is under attack by Null Sector. Agent in the van. Secure the streets at Beverly and Queen.
Wait, what?
Rooftop, I need bird's eye views. Find me a route to evacuate civilians.
Who is that? Trombley, are you there?
This is Tremblay. Do what she says. She's our best hope.
Captain.
Stay on the comms. We've got a city to save.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very I'm very excited for this stream. Welcome to a very exciting show match here between Team Pakistan and Team Philippines. I am Mega Ninja 44, your host and caster for today. And today is actually my very first show match. I'm super excited to be here. I'd like to thank Grupo Senju for inviting me to be here. And we don't want to beat around the bush anyway, so we're going to talk really quickly about how this is going to work. It is going to be a first to three process just like normal, but the first map is going to be selected by the winner of a 1v1 death match. I think that the hero will be randomized, if I do remember correctly, but I do think that it is a very good chance to see, the individual talent for some of these players. We're just waiting to see who each team will be sending to represent themselves in the 1v1. I do believe that from the looks of it, it does look like it will be Light and Vitaltu. So I'm very excited to watch that matchup. I did cover both of these teams during the conference cups. I got to watch all of their games, and these teams are very exciting. They both dropped one single series during the conference cups and secured their spot in the Asia Online qualifiers. So very exciting to see what they have to offer here today. Hopefully they'll be able to show us some fun compositions. I'm just trying to see. Okay, so the first map will be control, and then the rest of the maps will be just any single mode where the losing team will pick the map, the game mode, and if they want to ban first or not. It is a random DPS hero 1v1, I'm learning. So a very exciting one. Hopefully we'll be able to see... Oh, no, wait, just kidding. No, Vitaltu is not going to be in. It's going to be Lao in first. So it's going to be Lao on the side of the Philippines and Light on the side of Pakistan. Light, I wasn't able to cover Light during the conference cups. They were not in the team yet, but they were a breakthrough player who decided to join afterwards, after they had already qualified. So it's super excited to see what they're capable of doing. We've seen Light plenty of times. If you do watch OWCS, they were on the Gatos Guapos for a bit. They have a lot of experience in the tier 2 scene, so hopefully they'll be able to provide a very good showing for us. I'm super excited for it. We're just waiting to get our players all ready and good to go. Shouldn't take that much longer. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything else that I need to talk about. I don't believe so. It's gonna be a little weird for me because I am solo casting, but it should be fine. Hopefully, you guys can all bear with me for the time being. I'm super excited for this. Right, I've been watching these teams closely since conference cups. It's been super awesome to watch them grow. Super awesome to see them in this qualifier. Of course, we can talk about the qualifier, I believe, really quickly. It is going to be, I believe, out of all of the teams in the Asia region, I think it's only like top 4, top 2 of each conference make it, I believe. So they need to do pretty well. They are in different groups going into it, but I do believe that it will be going But we'll have to find out as we are going to be going into that 1v1 now. It is going to be Freya from Freya 1v1 from both of these sides. Super interesting to see how they will be able to perform here. Freya 1v1s are really weird, I think, because it's so important for you to land those right clicks as fast as physically possible. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a daunting challenge for sure to try to get something underway. But we do see both these players rotating to that right side, just trying to get something done for the time being. Oh, they're going to finally see each other. They're going to be shooting each other with those right clicks. Really powerful Freya right clicks as they are. Lau gets hit for a lot of damage, 75 HP for the time being, and gets hit with another one, and Light is going to be able to take it. That is going to be Pakistan winning that 1v1, so they will be able to choose the map, the side, and the if they want to ban first. Very exciting to see that from Light. Very good shots from Light too. Light is a kind of an overall all-around kind of player. So I've seen him play Doomfist. I've seen him play tank. I've seen him play DPS. It's kind of everything in the book. So a very good showing here for Light to get Pakistani that first round in that first map selection. But now they're going to have map selection. They're going to be able to get their roster. I do believe. Sorry, I'm just making sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're just waiting to get all of our players into the lobby. I can talk a little what's going to be upcoming for them for that group, that Asia qualifier. Right now, of course, not all the rosters are revealed, but Philippines and Pakistan got their spot through the Asia Conference Cup. Pakistan got third place, and Philippines got first. So Philippines technically has an advantage, but I do believe in their last matchup against each other, it was Philippines getting taken down by the side of Pakistan. I need to find those results. Let me see if I can find them. I believe. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, here we are. So the Philippines. Pakistan actually beat the Philippines in a 2-1 series. Very close engagement. But that was the only loss that Philippines encountered. Pakistan only lost against India then. So technically, Pakistan should be the favored side in this one-on-one matchup, despite the fact that Philippines are the number one seed from the Conference Cup. But we'll have to find out. Talk a little bit. I mean, I covered Pakistan and the Philippines a lot. I don't know a lot of the players from the Philippines, but I mean, they were a really strong roster. They beat India, so that was an incredibly surprising outcome. Pakistan has some players that might be a little bit more well known: Light, Petal, Kashir, Sadist. A lot of players that might be a little bit more familiar. We are getting our rosters in, and I do believe I can talk about them really quick. So Pakistani's starting 5 roster is going to be Kashir, Petal, Light, Billy, and Bronzy. And then the Philippines roster is Lau, Baital, Shroom Soup, Leo, and Yuan. So that is going to be our 5v5 matchup. And now Team Pakistan. I see. So they can pick the map or whether they ban first. So either they do pick the map or they're going to be picking if they want to ban first. Interesting to see how that'll work. It's a little confusing, but I'm a little. I don't believe Sadis is actually. Oh no, Sadis should be actually on the team. But interesting to see that Light is in, as well as Petal and Billy. We'll have to find out how that's going to work. Right, we'll probably have Light potentially on that tank. So that is going to be something that they're pretty comfortable with in that OWCS qualifier. But we'll have to find out where we are going. It does look like we have our map selection. We are going to be going to Oasis, which is going to be allowing the Philippines to get that first ban on the table. And now the Philippines get to ban. They get to choose what order they want to ban in. So I'm sorry. Can you guys tell this is my first show match, and I'm solo casting this, so I'm a little jittery, a little. I need to. Okay, so it's like, so the winning team of the 1v1 has the option to select the map and starting side, or to ban first or second. The losing team of the 1v1 will select the option not chosen by the winning team. So, since Team Pakistan won, and they're going to be able to pick the map, now Team Philippines is going to choose whether they want to ban first or second. And I believe they have chosen to ban second. So Pakistan kind of have an advantage now. They're going to be able to pick their map and get that first ban because the Philippines chose to ban second. So, I mean, it's been so long since I've watched these teams. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of compositions they're going to be cooking up, what's been going on in the meta recently. I've been watching a lot of CGL, a lot of OWCS. They are different beasts, I will say that, but it is interesting to see what could happen in terms of maybe like a Cat Bastion. Maybe we see the Emre Tracer, Kiri Lucio. That backline obviously is super incredibly strong, has been for a long time now. It's been a while since anything has looked even remotely close. But we do have the first ban from Pakistan. They are going to be banning out that Zarya. That allows me to kind of feel like we might be seeing that diva composition. I think it's a strong ban to ban out that Zarya, getting rid of that beam character. Making it a little bit easier. And I don't believe the Philippines are allowed to ban a tank anymore. And so now the Philippines are going to be looking at the DPS and the supports, and they got their second ban out incredibly fast. It looks like it's going to be a Jetpack Cat ban. So no Jetpack Cat shenanigans on this first map. Won't be seeing any of that Bastion kind of composition. I don't know if that's what teams will be running when we do get to that qualifier. This show match will kind of show me what the meta is looking like in this tier of gameplay. You know, because CGL is one thing, but you know the Overwatch World Cup is definitely another being altogether. So we'll have to find out if that Cat Bastion is something that will still be ran. And we saw it in Korea. We saw it in the Asia playoffs. I mean, hell, Varel beat Crazy Raccoon somehow. So it's going to be interesting to see what the plans and the compositions are looking at. I don't know if we'll be finding out for a minute. I do believe we're still waiting for all of our players to get ready, but I'm very excited for this. Both these teams incredibly good. Ended the Conference Cup with I think it was a 5-1 record. 4-1 record. 4-1 record. They were both 4-1 records. Just a couple map differentials in terms. Pakistan beat Philippines the last time, but the Philippines still get that number one spot. So technically, like it's like kind of weird because it's like the Philippines lose to Pakistan, and so you're like, oh, okay, so Pakistan is better than the Philippines. But then the Philippines beat India, and then India beats Pakistan. So like, it's like a circle that's a little confusing to understand. But we'll have to find out as I think we're just waiting to get our players on into the game. I'm super excited for this. No Cat Bastion for the start. We'll probably be seeing some Zarya compositions, probably because of the fact that there won't be that Cat or that Ana available to that backline. I'm actually very interested to see what Light plays, because Light is listed. Oh no, Kashir. Oh, Kashir is okay. Kashir is going to be tank. Petal and Light will be DPS, and then Milan and Bronzy will be in as that backline. So we'll have to find out here in just a couple of moments. Of course, the side of the Philippines going to be, I think it's Lao. Lao. Who's this tank? I don't know who the tank is. The tank for the Philippines is listed as Leo. So Leo looks like they'll be the tank, and it looks like Vital 2 and U1 might be that that DPS line, and then Shroom Soup and Lao as that back line. That's just going off of what happened in the Conference Cup. Of course, it would be very interesting to see it would be very interesting to see if there are role swaps. That could definitely be interesting. I feel like I'm just yapping a hell of a ton. I mean, I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing, waiting for these teams to get ready. But I think that there is a second that we do see the Philippines coming ahead. Right? I think it'll be interesting to see if they're going to be able to get their revenge against Pakistan last time they went against each other in that group stage. But I do believe that it really could go either way, as we're just waiting for our players. Actually, I think we're waiting for the other prod from the side of the Philippines. So we'll just have to wait a couple more moments. Hopefully, we'll be able to watch a really good matchup. Hopefully, it will not be 3-0 back to back to back or whatnot. I want it to be competitive. I do believe that it's a first to three, of course, and the map pool. I do believe we have the map pool. I guess I could talk about that next. Do we have map pool? I might not have pool. I don't know where map pool is. Map pool. I mean, I'm imagining it's just like the same map pool that it's been for quite some time, probably. But we're getting ours in from all the players. I don't know if I have to keep yapping or if I can. All right, okay. It looks like we're going in. We're going on in. Should be exciting, and hopefully we'll be able to watch some very good gameplay here. These teams are going to be amped and ready, and we'll have to find out what kind of compositions they're going to be cooking. Okay, so all these players in the lobby. We do have, we'll have to find out, of course. I mean, I do believe that it's looking correct in terms of the tank is on the left side, followed by the 2 DPS, followed by the 2 supports. But we'll have to find out, of course, if that is the case, as I think Leo and Kashir are going to be on those tanks. And I don't like talking about compositions before anything really happens, right? Because, once those spawn doors open, it's a completely different story. So I don't know. Okay, that Reinhardt, yeah, Kashir on the Reinhardt definitely did not look real. I know that Kashir has been a player on a couple of collegiate teams. I'm pretty familiar with watching them play, but it does look like that Ramatra will be starting out. Petal onto that Cassidy and Light on the Tracer. Vital on the Tracer as well, going to be doing that Mirror, and Leo going to be on that Diva. We'll have to find out which advantage is coming through, as Lao also going to be on that Wu Ying. No speed boost for the time being, as this Diva going to be diving into that backline, trying to find some kind of pick here, but not going to be able to find anything for the time being. A Shroom Soup going to be the first to fall. A very nice shot from Petal there, and that's going to be Kashir finding another one onto U1. That's going to make it a little bit more difficult for the Philippines to win, but Vital gets a trade. A very nice 4v3 situation, but it does look like Pakistani players are going to be sitting up on the objective and get that first cap, and it looks like a little bit of a reset here for the side of the Philippines. They're going to be coming back a little bit, but I don't know if I love the Wu Yang. Sure, you can pump out a lot more damage, but you don't have the speed ability or the beat available, as we do see Leo coming on back, trying their absolute best and trying to find some kind of pick, as Leo going to fly out to the high ground, challenge Petal for the time being. There's a Tracer on the back line. Leo shuts down Petal, but Leo 1 HP, going to have to fly out for the time being, and there's the Tracer trying to look for that trade. Light is so incredibly low, has that recall forced. Looking at Vital, not going to be able to find that kill, however, as they're going to be dropping off the high ground. Kashir next to fall. Leo has found a second one of their own, as Light gets pressured out. Going to have to go over to that Mega, and it is going to be a flip there from the Philippines. They're going to allow 40%, but they do get that cap eventually, as this Tracer gets staggered out a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit of a reset here for Team Pakistan. A lot of ults. Okay, Kashir swaps over to the Diva. Interesting, and I'm interested to see how this pulse bomb's going to go, right? Vital having that pulse bomb could go massive, right? Like a little bit behind. And Milan really behind in terms of that beat, so we'll have to find out what the advantage is. But Light gets blown apart. That's going to be not good for the terms of Pakistani. They're probably going to have to back up for the time being as yeah, they're just going to give up a little bit of space here, wait for the Tracer to come on back to the land of the living here. These Divas going to be looking at each other, but they're going to both just use their fly to make sure they're in safe distances. And Philippines have all the ults in the world. It does feel like Pakistan is a little bit behind it. A little bit of a rotate, and there's the rush coming through from Bronzy. A High Noon still available for Petal if they want to pop it, and the bubble's applied. Shroom Soup off the board, but so is Milan and Bronzy. There's no DPS for the side of the Pakistani team, so it does look like the Philippines are going to hold on for the time being as that rush for not, and Kashir taken out of the mech, gonna get staggered out a little bit here. And I mean, all that was used from the side of the Philippines was that bubble, and oh god, oh jeez, oh god. Yeah, that's a stagger. The rest of the team is back from the side of the Pakistanis, but they're going to have to back out for the time being. And so now it is looking like the Philippines definitely have a chokehold on this objective. They still have 4 ults. This beat is online here for Milan. That could be the advantage they're looking for. Kashir is 88 to that bomb, 77% and counting. And now it's looking like this really could go either way. Pulse Bomb comes out from Light, not going to be able to connect. There's a High Noon from Petal, looking for some kind of picks, but there's a Diva with an entire DM in their face. They're going to push that Soj off the high ground, and Yuwon's going to be taken down. A beautiful showing, and Shroom Soup's going to get traded out. So now, despite it being an overtime situation, Leo finds a trade onto Petal. Bronzy, 1 HP, going to have to stabilize for the time being, and so now a lot of damage coming through. Bronzy's off of the board. The bomb has been utilized from Leo. Not going to be able to find anything, but does get that remix. So now it's looking like this still could go the way of the Philippines. But with Vital off the board, Milan gets traded out. Leo is trying their absolute best to win this out. There's an overclock coming through from Yuwon, who is back from the spawn room, looking for some kind of picks here. And this Diva from Kashir is so incredibly low. Gonna have to jump off the high ground, taken out of the mech. The bomb has been utilized. They're gonna have a remech available. And there is Petal back on that Cassidy. Oh, the Kiriko TPs directly into oncoming traffic, and that's gonna be them taken off of the board. A flip comes through from Pakistan, but Milan is going to be able to get that kill into Lao, but with Petal off the board, the rush is available for Shroom Soup. A beat, sure, but it's only going to connect onto a couple of players, and so now it's Pakistan in a dire situation. Milan chased to the ends of the earth, going to be alive at 1 HP, and there's a lot of the Philippines on the board, on the objective. They need to get a flip here as they just need to get a flip, but Vital off the board, going to make it a little bit more difficult. They need to kill Kashir. That Diva has so much sustainability, so much survivability, but they are taken out of the mech. As right now, it is looking like this could still go either way. We're going to be approaching 99 to 99. As Pulse Bomb comes through from Light onto the side of Yuwon. Very beautiful showing. As right now, both of these teams are battling it out on the objective. 99 to 99. Vital has differentiated Light, and now the High Noon still available for Petal. Desperately looking for some kind of pick here as Neo 1 HP. The flip comes through. Overtime has ticked, and now Shroom Soup's going to be dropping low, but Pakistan going to be set up back on the objective, trying to look for that flip. They're going to not allow it as Neo still has that bomb available. Petal taken off of the board. A very good showing, and now it's looking like this could still go either way. Loud next to fall. Shroom Soup gets the trade onto Bronzy, however, and so that's not really good. Shroom Soup finds the kill onto Light, and so now it's going to be, I think, Philippines taking this in a very back and forth engagement, but man, what a good start from both of these teams. Oh, it's not over. Oh, it's not over. Kashir is going to be off the board. The rush comes through, so is the Honey from Petal. As of right now, it's like this still could go either way. There's the rush coming through from Shroom. Oh, beat is good from Milan. Blau is so incredibly behind, and Yuwon going to be falling with that overclock, not being able to find anything. Leo gets a trade onto Petal. As right now, it does look like this could still go either way. Shroom Soup's going to be taken off of the board, and so now it's looking less likely for the side of the Pakistani team. Lao is going to be taken off of the board, or Lao's going to be able to take Bronzy off of the board. Bomb has been utilized from Kashir. Pulse Bomb whiff from Light. Kashir's not going to be able to get that remech, and that's going to be Light taken off of the board, and the Philippines are going to take this first sub map 100 to 99.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Okay. Dude, look at these statistics. I mean, Leo is 23-0. This Diva needs to be shut down somehow, some way. 9k mitigate. Well, like, whatever, man. I think an issue is that the ults from the side of Pakistan were just a little behind. I didn't like Lao on that Wooing beginning, but hey, they proved me wrong. And it's a really good showing.
3, 2, 1.
Remember, folks, this is a first to 3, so it is not going to be the end of the world if the Pakistani team lose this first map, as they're going to be going over to that high ground. Nice shot onto Yuan, who has made that swap over to that Emre. I do like Emre a little bit more in this situation, as right now, as both of these teams just kind of doing nothing. Light taken off the board, a very good showing from them, and so now it's looking like this could go either way. Still 2 seconds left until this objective unlocks, and the Philippines are at an advantage with that Tracer taken off of the board here. It is looking like Petal going to be wrapping around. The first cap goes the way of the Philippines, and Pakistan need to either get some kills or just disengage and wait for their Tracer to come back, because otherwise they're in a really awkward position. A little bit of a rotate from Kashir, but they're going to be flying. Oh my gosh, Milan got jump scared there by a 500-ton mech, and they're going to be able to stabilize for the time being. But Philippines are just happy just taking this engagement as slow as possible, but with Lao off the board, now Pakistan can push with the advantages they have. Petal is looking incredibly close to this Deadeye already. They're going to be forcing a little bit of percentage, but Milan is off the board. Suzu has been utilized from Brongi, trying to keep their Cassidy alive. It is one of the only ults they have available. Leo forced out of the position, and so now it's looking like this could go either way. Kashir, oh, Yuan off the board is devastating. I mean, Leo is so incredibly close to this bomb, but not going to be able to find it for the time being. Their health bar dropping incredibly low, and it's looking like, despite... I actually can't tell who's winning this engagement. I do believe that Pakistani teammates are still alive, but the hold is still coming through for the Philippines. The High Noon has been utilized, and so now it's looking like this really could go either way. A rush comes through from Shroom Soup. Petal off of the board, but so is Loud. Bomb kills... Wait, how Kashir finds a pick on the Vipo. So it's going to be a little bit of a reset here. Now, it does look like this could still go either way. The flip has come through from Pakistan. They allowed 67%. Oh, you guys joke about a 6-7 joke? As both support all still aligned for Pakistan, they could still try to stabilize this, as the light of the Philippines players are still alive and kicking. I don't know if I love the positioning of the Philippines. They don't really have enough players to kind of sit in this choke and take all this poke damage, but I guess if it gets Shroom Soup some HP and full charge, that's okay. As there's the beat from Milan. Try to push up. You're trying to find some kind of picks. An override protocol has been used from Yuan, who got a bubble as well. And there's a pick onto Milan. Lao gets traded out, however, and Kashir is able to find a kill on Shroom Soup. Petal off of the board here has also made that swap over to the Emre. Got 57%, but it does look like for the time being, Pakistan is going to stabilize, and they're going to stagger out Leo here a little bit. A very nice showing from Pakistan, but man, what a long fight. Okay, we are back. A lot of ults are coming online here for the side of the Philippines. This Tracer duel happening on their right side. Vital dropping a little low, has to grab that mini. An objective push has been made. Pulse Bomb comes through, not going to be able to connect on anybody as Light desperately trying to find this Tracer in this engagement. Oh, but they're dropping incredibly low. Pulse Bomb is still available. Maybe this Emre is the target that you need, and Milan is off of the board. That's not good. That's what we in the industry call bad, actually, as Pakistan going to be down to support. The flip comes through for the Philippines. They're going to be okay with that. And Shroom Soup finds a kill onto Light on the way out. And so now Pakistan need to back up for the time being. They need to stabilize as Leo goes in deep, tries to find the kill on the Petal, but not going to be able to find... Oh my god, Lao, I thought you were about to get traded. I'm not going to lie to you. And so now it's going to be a little bit of a reset for Pakistan. They have 2 ults, sure, but so do the side of the Philippines. And there's an override protocol from Petal to open things up. But the D.Va DM is going to be so strong, eating all of the shots that you're worried about. Oh, but Shroom Soup not going to be able to stabilize for the time being. That Lucha dropping incredibly low, going to be able to stabilize. And that D.Vas are going to be fighting on the objective. Leo drops for that Mega. They're going to be able to come back and contest. The bomb is still available from both of these sides. Pulse Bomb comes through onto Petal. Vital has found an opening pick, making it a 4v4 situation. And there's a bomb coming through. Leo not going to be able to get that remake. The flip has come through, 81% and counting. And Milan has been traded out, but Light is doing too much on this Tracer. Kashir finds the kill into Yuan, 87% and counting. Vital has to do the stall of a lifetime here. as the rest of their team respawns. Leo has swapped over to that Doomfist, 94% and counting, and we could be seeing a potential submap number 3. The Doomfist will be able to have this touch available. There's the first touch coming through from Leo, has to dive out, has 99% and counting. This beat is almost online here for Lau. It's going to be popped. It's going to connect onto 4 players. A nice punch, not going to connect on anybody, however. A lot of pressure getting thrown onto the December. Geez Louise, they're going to be running really past the objective. As a nice punch onto Bronzy. U1 taken off of the board, however, so it is still going either way. Leo gets a kill onto Petal. Light on the objective, looking at Shroom Soup, but the Shushu is good. Leo still on this. Doomfist still causing mayhem, but the beat from Milan is good. Kashir's out of the mech, however, so that Baby Diva is the only one who gets that beat. As right now, it is looking desperate and dire. Oh, that's... I mean, I think technically that's a C9, but the Philippines are going to be able to take that in a 2-0 situation. But man, it went 99% on both of those sub maps. That really could have gone either way. Good lord, Leo is 33-1. Somebody stop that diva.
And you thought I was
Normally my co-caster would say something now, but I don't got one of those. So a really good showing from all these players from all of those productions. And so now Pakistan down 0-1. And they're going to have that map selection now. And then I believe they'll choose... Then Philippines will choose who bans first, if I'm correct. Hold on, wait. I'm going to confirm this. Let me confirm this, chat. Hold on. Okay, so after... The losing team of the previous map selects the map, game mode, starting side, and whether they would like to ban first or second. Okay, interesting. So Pakistan is going to choose the map and the game mode, and also decide if they want to ban first or second. So I mean, they've already banned first, and it didn't work out in their favor. That Zarya was what got taken off of the map, and so now there is a situation we maybe will see that Zarya composition come through, see if it has any advantages. I do have some updates for the rosters. It does look like Billy is in for Law on the side of Pakistan, and Solus is in for Yuan on the side of the Philippines. Very interesting to see those substitutes come out. That's the main support for Pakistan being traded out, and the hit scan from the Philippines being traded out as well. Maybe we'll be seeing some interesting compositions. It does look like Pakistan have chosen the map, however, and it is going to be Rialto. Very nice showing. And they're going to be defending first. I think that's a smart decision. It kind of allows you to allow your kind of DPS to just kind of frag for picks, and allow your diva to just kind of choose where to stand, where to stabilize. And Pakistan is actually going to choose to ban second, so they're not going to have that first ban option on the table. So Philippines are going to be able to ban something out. If I'm the Philippines, what am I taking off of the board here? I think if I'm Philippines and I'm having to take something off the board, even though I won, there's could be a world in which maybe I take care of a hit scan option. Maybe that's Sojourn. As I do believe it is going to be... it's not decided just yet, but if I had to take a guess, it is probably going to be a... Oh, interesting ban from the Philippines. They're going to... Okay, they're going to ban out the Bastion. So it does feel like they want to make sure that Cat Bastion is not played in any capacity. And then Pakistan is going to respond with their own ban of the Trace. The Tracer, interesting. Wait, they can't do that. Can they do that? Does World Cup allow that? How do bans work? Because wait, they can't do that. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, because I was like, wait, we can ban 2 DPS in World Cup, but no, we can't. Okay, so that Tracer ban is gonna have to be changed, because the Philippines banned out Bastion, making sure that Cat Bastion will be played, and Pakistan now going to have to pick something else. Not going to be able to bait that Tracer off of the board, which I don't know if Tracer is the biggest of your problems, right? Because I feel like Light was definitely doing their best on that Tracer. Like, I don't think that they were losing the one too much. They weren't finding value in that backline, but maybe they disagree with me. They wanted to get rid of that Tracer. And Pakistan is going to swap that ban over to the Hazard, taking that Hazard off the board. Okay. The hazard ban is a little interesting for me. I don't know if I love it because you're just gonna run the Diva Mirror, right? So like what's the purpose of having that what is the purpose of taking the hazard off the board, right? I guess you could try to do something with the side of what do you do? I mean, I Leo was so dominant on the Diva. So maybe banning out the wait, Pakistan banned out the hazard. Wait, Pakistan. Wait, well, if Pakistan banned out the hazard, then they think that Leo is going to be running the hazard. Isn't Leo just going to go back over to that Diva and dominate yet again? That I don't I don't know if I love that ban at all. Because at first I was like, oh, the Philippines are going to ban out the make sure that the Diva mirror is confirmed. But Pakistan, uh, eh, I have a question mark on that ban. I don't know if I love that ban, but I do think. Why do they? I don't. Maybe they just needed to take a tank off the board. I think Hazard. I mean, listen, Hazard strong. I think Hazard is an incredibly strong tank, but I just think that the Diva, especially from Leo, has been shown to be so dominant. And so I probably would have taken the Diva off of the board, allow it to be a Hazard mirror. But maybe Kashir doesn't play the Hazard. I'm not entirely sure. But now we're probably just going to be seeing a Diva mirror yet again on Rialto. And so we'll be going in here in 2 minutes. I'm pretty excited for the second one. Philippines up 1-0 against Pakistan. They've been proving themselves very capable and definitely trying to get their revenge for what happened last time in that Conference Cup. But unlike that Conference Cup, I believe that the Conference Cup was, I think it was a first two. Yes, it was a first to two, so it wasn't a first to three. So things could change, right? The hmm the last one went all 3 of the maps that were available for the Conference Cup, but now I mean there's 5 on the table. This could be a completely different story. As I am looking now, and it does look like a lot of. There were only how many matches is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of the how many maps were played? 5, 9, 10, 15. Out of the 15 matches that were played in the Conference Cup, only 6 of them were 2-1s. And the Pakistani and the Philippines matchup was one of those. Actually, Philippines got 2 of them themselves. Also interesting that New Zealand got 3 of them. I don't I don't know how that happened, but we'll have to find out, of course, if the Pakistani team is going to be a little afraid of this situation now that they're down 1-0. Very good showing from both of these teams. I mean, it literally went the distance for both of those sub maps, just a single fight difference, and we could be still talking about that first map. But not going to be the way that the cookie crumbles. And now Pakistan, not necessarily in a bad position, but they can't really afford to lose this map. It would be a little bit scary if they did. Who I I'm very curious because Bronzy was not on the roster for the side of Pakistan. I'm not sure entirely who that is. And Sadis is the one running the actual lobby. So very interesting to see some developments on these rosters. And we are going to be going in. We'll be able to transition on over here in a couple of seconds. I'm very excited to see how this map 2 works out, if in the favor of Pakistan or in the side of the Philippines. Something on my bucket list for those who are watching, and maybe they're feeling maybe there's a with a lot of money somewhere watching, and they want to help somebody accomplish their dream. I want to go to all of like the countries that these maps are like based on, like Italy, Greece type situation. And I think that'd be kind of cool. But maybe one day. Okay, let's take a look at these lineups. It does look like Pakistan going to be defending first. Very interesting from them. Not going to have a tracer. Going to be running light onto that Farah. Definitely interesting as a whoa, Alari Ana from both of these sides. Definitely not a backline that you see all too often. I do think Alari is a very good poke support on this map, but we'll have to find out if it works. Solus on that Genji, double flex from the side of the Philippines. Vital still on that Tracer. And right now, just kind of poking each other out. Light on this far. Definitely going to be having to worry about this Alari a tiny bit. Just kind of just exchanging blows for the time being. Again, Kashir and Leo on that Diva. Leo seemed incredibly powerful on that Diva last time. I think it was like 33-1 or something like that. So we'll have to find out who can come out on top here as both of these teams that's really trying to get something done. Nice nade onto Leo. Going to force them to back up for the time being. Light just kind of farming damage. Solus on this Genji. Going to be interesting to see how they're able to perform, especially into this composition. I guess you're going to have to look at Petal the most as Vital in that backline trying to find some kind of pick, but not going to be able to for the time being. Leo has moved their way on over to the high ground, looking at that Farah, forcing that Diva off of the high ground. And so now the Philippines are doing a really good job pushing. Light taking a lot of damage, taken off of the board. Vital gets traded, however, so it's a 4v4 situation. Shroom Soup on the Solari. Going to be dropping low, but going to be able to stabilize for the time being. Kashir taking all the damage in the world. Forced out of the mech. Headshot by Shroom Soup, and that's going to be the push coming through from the side of the Philippines. This is a beautiful showing from them. And Leo has forced all... Oh, no. Oh, Leo's going to be taken out of the mech. That's not good, actually. You're going to try your best to maybe get your remech back, but it's going to be so difficult with Light. Yeah, on that bar, it takes down Leo. Gets traded out from Shroom Soup, has done an incredible job on the Solari so far. Nano still available, goes on to the Genji, who's only 60% to that ult. Bronzy going to be taken out of the board. Petal next to fall. Shroom Soup has found two. Solus finds another one. And it's going to be just Kashir left on the objective for the side of Pakistan. They are going to be taken out of the mech here, and they're going to be the next to fall. And that's going to be Philippines taking this in a pretty dominant fashion for this first point. They're going to get a time refresh of 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and they have a lot of ults coming online. They just used the Nano, but Pakistan have pretty much everything available to them. Bronzy a little bit behind, though. I do think Shroom Soup on this Alari is a dangerous thing to have. Oh, nice deflect there. Almost killed Light. Oh, Solus, be careful. Oh, God. I got worried for Solus there. I was like, oh, God, don't get blown up as a... Well, actually, it depends on if you're rooting for the side of Pakistan or the side of Philippines. A little bit of a displacement there from Leo, forcing everybody off of the high ground for the time being. Petal poking out for the time being. There's the blade, popped through from Solus, finds a kill onto Billy. A very nice start. Light's taken off of the board next. Petal taken down as well. Bronzy gets the trade on the Shroom Soup Sir, but it's just Kashir yet again on this Diva on the objective, taken out of the mech, stalling for the time being, but Philippines look dominant right now. I mean, there's nothing stopping them as they're going to keep on pushing. The blade was the only thing used, and now 5 ults available for the side of Pakistan. They're desperately looking for some kind of advantage, some kind of pick here. Sure, Shroom Soup is going to be coming back, but they have a Captive Sun available. Leo could be trying to look to eat this Captive Sun. The Nano is available. There's the Nano getting applied to that override protocol. It shoots Shroom Soup in the face directly as that's going to be 2 for the side of Petal. And as desperately they needed to find some kind of advantage, and they're going to finally find it. Leo going to take themselves off the map, and a little bit of a reset there for the Team Philippines as we approach 3 minutes left on the clock. And it was just a Nano override protocol from the side of Pakistan as a little bit more expensive in terms of the ult charges for the side of the Philippines. They used that Captive Sun, not able to find any value. So Light with his Barrage could be dangerous, but also could be shut down incredibly easy. I think Barrage into a Diva is one of the most... oh gosh, Nano gets applied onto one. Leo is going to be sleeping, however, in that backline, but they're going to be on the objective. Solus off of the board here. Okay. With Light. Okay, Light. Oh man, I was scared. I was really scared that the bomb was just gonna like C9 the point, but no, Philippines. Wow, Philippines are so broke. Wait, everybody's so broke. The only ult on the table is Kashir's bomb. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and the Philippines are looking to maybe close this out instantaneously. I mean, oh, nice shot there as this far going to be on the other side. Deflect has popped from Solus. I don't know how much value this Genji can gain, especially into this Farah. And the Emery doing a really nice job playing as far back as possible. Tracer on that right side is spotted, I believe. Yep, they got a hit marker. They know that they're over there. A lot of pressure coming through. Nice shots onto Lau, but they are going to be maximized and traded out. with 100 health left on the side of Petal. Leo flies up to the high ground. A lot of damage onto Kashir. Nice anti onto a lot of players of the side of the Philippines, but no picks come through from it just yet. A minute and 50 on the clock. A lot of ults are getting built up here. This bomb still available for the side of Kashir. They're not able to find anything. So now it's looking like this could go either way. Vital on that Tracer. Shroom Soup off the board. That's a nice pick from Light there. It's going to make things a little bit more difficult, as now this Tracer is going to be forced out from the side of Kashir. And so now Light going to be on a nice off angle, looking at Solus, not able to find anything for the time being. Spara providing a lot of damage. Only 40% to that barrage, however. This Tracer looked at each other. Oh, recall's already forced. Light trying to find that kill, but not able to finalize anything for the time being. And Philippines have been stalled to a standstill as there's a minute and 20 left on the clock. Nanoblade available here. This could be absolutely massive. There goes. Nanoblade has been utilized. Trying to find something. There's the kill onto Bronzy. And there's another one onto Billy. A beautiful start here for this Blade. It is going to find a couple. The bomb has been utilized from Kashir. But so what? I guess Lau is going to blow up. But so what? A minute left on the clock here, and that is going to be the second point unlocked here for the Philippines. They use that Nano Blade, and they have a lot more coming online. Kashir used that bomb a little late into the engagement. Has a lot of ults coming online here for the side of Pakistan. They have both support ults and that override protocol. Again, it could be an override protocol with a nano to try to get things done. If this Captive Sun could go massive from Shroom Soup as well, they need to try to get something done with it, as last time they were not able to do anything with it. Okay, there's the override protocol with the nano. Goes applied to Petal. Trying to look for some kind of picks. Just a lot of damage, but not a lot of picks. Oh, Shroom Soup and Lau had no... That Petal was there, and that's going to be a takedown onto that backline. A little bit of a reset here for the Philippines, and they're going to be sent back to the spawn room. Really good combo there from the side of Pakistan. They're going to hold on a little bit longer. There's a minute 38 left on the clock. Lau has swapped over to that Kiriko, and we'll have to find out if we'll be able to see the difference maker here, as Leo going to be having that bomb still available. A minute and 25 left on the clock. Shroom Soup has that Captive Sun still. This barrage from Light has to go massive if you're the side of the side of Philippines. There's the Captive Sun coming through. This could technically get eaten. It is going to be nobody. Oh god, Shroom Soup just throws the Captive Sun directly onto the roof and not able to find anything. Bomb gets thrown from Leo, looking for some kind of picks, and it finds one. Bronzy's taken down, but the barrage is good, kills Leo. Light's next to fall, and so now there's 56 seconds left on the clock here. They're going to keep pushing this objective, and Kashir has to try their absolute best to get out of the situation. Blade is still available, and so is a rush for the side of the Philippines. They're looking to try to close out this attack round. Petal is going to be Kashir, I guess, is going to be closest with this bomb, but it's going to be so difficult to try to find anything whatsoever. Right now, it's Light on that far. It does not have a lot of ult charge, but a lot of pressure from that high angle. The rush comes through. There's the Blade coming through. A lot of slashes will be allowed. Petal first to fall. A beautiful chase from this Diva, and Vital is going to be taken off the board. This Hilari is going to try their absolute best to get something done. The bomb has come through, and oh, Kashir found two with the bomb. That's going to be a beautiful stoppage here in Philippines. Do they have time for a recontest? There's 15 seconds left on the clock here, and they're trying their absolute best, but a DMAC here will be devastating onto Leo. 9 seconds left. They're trying to get out, but they can't. They're taking so much damage. They're going to be able to stabilize. 3 seconds left on the clock. A little bit of a... There's no touch. So that's going to be the goalpost set for the side of Pakistan. Philippines not able to get it to that third objective, but man, that bomb was huge from Kashir. I can take a look at those halftime stats really quickly. Really back and forth engagement. I mean, it looked a little bit one-sided after that first point, but then Pakistan were able to stabilize and take some time off the clock, and they're going to be able to push it down to the side of the second point. And I didn't see the meterage. I think 80 is a little bit of a back and forth engagement. Kashir just not able to find as much value on that Diva as Leo is until that last round. So we'll have to find out if the we'll have to find out if Pakistan can get the job done, or if the Philippines are going to be better. As we do see those similar comps come through yet again. Again, no Hazard, no Bastion. This third map is going to see if the Cat Bastion comes out, right? Find out, since the bans are not going to be available anymore, if that Cat Bastion can. Well, I guess the other team could ban him out, but if you didn't ban him out before, you're probably not going to ban him out now. Potentially. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll have to find out here. Philippines trying to make this a 2-0 series, and Pakistan trying to get a map on the board here. They're desperately trying to get something done, and so I mean, it's pretty much all on light on this Pharah. You know, okay, Petal's going to be on that Widowmaker probably just for this opening shot and then swap back over. Solus again on that Genji, desperately trying to find some kind of fit. Bang! Lao is dead. Beautiful shot there from Petal. That's the go button. And, honestly, I think Philippines need to back up instantaneously. I mean, you're down, you're on you just have Alari heals. I mean, like, maybe you can get something done, but it's going to be difficult for you to find any kind of real value without the sustainability from that Ana. Lao is going to be respawning, but the whole time this cart can be pushed up, can be moved, and so for the time being, a pretty good start from the side of Pakistan. A lot of poke damage, and there goes Shroom Soup off of the board, so that's going to be, a sleep onto that Tracer as well. There goes Solus on the Genji, and that's going to be pretty much a team wipe. This D.Va trying to touch as much as possible as yeah, it's just going to be Leo left on the objective, stalling for the time being, but they're going to be taken out of the mech. They're going to be blown apart as, yeah, unfortunately for the side of the Philippines, losing your Ana first is not a good way to win a fight, and you definitely cannot stay over there. As now it's going to be Vital swapping over the Soldier. Very interesting to see that hit scan come out. Definitely trying to deal with light a little bit more, but we'll have to find out. Oh my gosh, Lao dropping incredibly low. He's going to be able to stable. Oh my gosh, I thought they were about to get taken off the board. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock here. Lao is able to get a pylon, but, like, you know, it's just pylon. Leo is back, forcing the objective. Soul is dropping incredibly low. Gonna have to stabilize for the time being, and they're gonna have the use of that DM to do so. Vital on that Soldier just sitting main, as there's not gonna really be a contest there, as Leo gonna be able to contest. Stop that objective from getting capped. So he's gonna be sitting up pretty on the objective. Oh my gosh, I thought they were about to C9 there for a second. They're not going to C9 for the time being, as it is just looking like the Divas are going to be setting up on this objective for the Pharah, diving onto that high ground. Going to be able to stabilize for the time being, but Shroom Soup off of the board. A bad start for the side of the Philippines defense. They're trying desperately to get something done. There's 2 minutes left on the clock here. A nano gets applied to Leo, who is going to be set up on the objective nicely from the side of Billy, however, and Solus is going to be taken down. It is looking like a dive into that backline from Kashir. Vital going to be the next to fall. Light trying absolutely their best, but Leo is going to be able to finalize that kill. 84% and counting. Captive Sun has come through from Shroom Soup. A DMAC has come through, and now it's looking like this could go either way. Bronzy off of the board here. Kashir has found a trade onto Lao, but Lao is able to get Billy before then, so Kashir is going to be the last one alive from the side of the Pakistani team, and they're going to have to reset for the time being. A beautiful showing from the side of the Philippines to hold, and there's a minute and 30 left on the clock here. Oh my, wait, okay. It was a good hold, but now Pakistan have everything. They have every ult in the bank. They have everything that they need to get the job done here. We'll probably be getting to a minute left on the clock here in this engagement. A visor and a bomb available for the side of the Philippines, but it's going to be difficult for that to find enough value, especially with the overwhelming presence of the rest of these ults from the side of Team Pakistan. They could get something done potentially with this nano. Could try to nano this Mirai ult as well. A nice nano gets applied. Oh, light has been taken out from... Oh, that's not good. Solus gets traded, sure, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, as it might just be a quick reset here. There's an override protocol coming through. Nice shot! He's going to connect on the 2 players, make it a third from Petal. That's a beautiful Emirai ult, and it's going to allow Team Pakistan to get this cap and to get a time refresh here. 3 minutes and 10 on the clock here in order to get the second objective. Leo going to get a quick reset, and it was not that expensive for Pakistan to get the job done. They only had to use that nano and that override protocol. Meanwhile, both the DPS ults are online for the side of the Philippines. Light with this barrage is going to have to try to get something done, but it's so difficult to do into this D.Va, right? If this D.Va knows that the barrage is online, you save your DM and just try to, I don't know, just eat everything that is physically possible. As right now, both these teams setting up on the objective. A little bit of damage getting applied to Kashir, but they're not going to get taken down just yet. Captive Sun comes through. Does it connect onto anybody? Yeah, it looks like Vital is going to be the first to fall. The Captive Sun user going to be flying around for the time being, not going to be able to find anything else, however, except for that one. Barrage is still available for Light. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock here, and they're still pushing this objective. Nano gets applied to Solus, and they're going to pop that blade. Light has been taken off of the board there. A nice nano, and that's going to allow things to be a little bit better for the side of the Philippines. Kashir going to be out of the mech there. It's just Petal and the side of Kashir, but Kashir's going to take themselves off the map. There's 2 minutes on the clock, and okay. Kashir has a bomb. Vital has that visor, and Shroom Soup has the Captive Sun. Petal has swapped over to the Widowmaker trying to get something done. I don't know if I love this Widow swap. You need to find some picks here if you're going to stick on this Widow. The ultimate is going to be pretty much a non- Oh my god, Leo was almost out of the mech there. As a minute and 40 left on the clock here. As it is going to be Kashir and Light pushing up for the time being. Barrage still available, or not available for the side of Light, excuse me. As Billy going to be building up to this Nano. Going to have it online here in just a couple of moments. Shroom Soup has that Capture Sun that could go absolutely massive. A nice eat onto that Conch Blast, going to save Solus for the time being, but Petal's going to be able to find Shroom Soup. Light gets traded out almost instantaneously, however, so it's a 4v4 situation. Kashir sleeping on the job, going to be woken up eventually, and there's a Visor coming through from the side of Vital. Bronzy off of the board as well, and so now it's looking like there's going to be a push up here, but I don't really know if I love that ultimate. I guess, sure, it was a Visor, so you're not able to find that much value. As a minute left on the clock, Light is going to be swapping over to that Echo. Bomb still available for the side of Kashir. Leo has died? What happened to Leo? It doesn't matter. Nano going to be applied to Kashir, but they're going to get woken up instantaneously. Captive Sun has been utilized. The DM is going to be running low. 3.9 meters left to go. Shroom Soup is going to be taken out of the board. Solus is also down. Petal is going nuclear on this Widowmaker. Finds 2 picks, looking for a third. Not able to find it for the time being, as Kashir is going to be able to find Vital. Billy gets taken off of the board. There's the sights coming through. The bomb has been utilized from Leo, but it is going to be that second point cap. 2 minutes on the clock. And I mean, was it scrappy? Sure, but they're going to be able to get the job done. As a little bit of from the side of the Philippines. They're not going to have anything besides just a Nano, and Solus is going to swap over that Tracer. Okay, then never mind. All right, I lied. As it is going to be Vital back over on that Tracer. Solus going to be on that Genji. Petal on this Widowmaker still, and Light's going to be on that Echo. You have to be careful of Petal on this Widow. They're so incredibly powerful and dominant on this showing. I mean, they got 2 picks opening things up. As there's a minute. Oh my god, nice 2 shots there. As Lao has no regard for their own life. I mean, they're going to be trying to look for something. Petal gets taken down. Lao gets traded out. Captive Sun has come through, as it is looking like it could go either way. A minute 10 on the clock. Kashir has found the kill on a Shroom Soup, but Bronzy's Captive Sun was eaten. Light gets the kill on a Solus here, so this objective is still not being pushed. As Vital and Lao trying their absolute best. Light gets taken off the board. It's just Kashir left on the objective. A minute and 6 left on the clock here. A sleep gets put onto Kashir, so they are going to be able to stabilize for the time being here. An anti gets applied. A minute left on the clock here, and so now this really could go either way. It could go either direction, as Kashir setting up still on this objective on this Diva. Widowmaker is back, has 76 to that side. The duplicate is also coming online here for the side of Light. They're trying to get something done here. 43 seconds left by Tal. Oh man, Petal knows. Petal knows, not going to be able to finalize that pick. They're going to try their absolute best to stabilize for the time being. In 30 seconds left on the clock here, there's a duplicate onto the Ana of all people, trying to look for somebody here. A Nano gets applied to the side of Solus. Petal's down. It's a 4v5 situation. The Suzu is good, and so Light is going to be dropping incredibly low. Going to have a Nano, sure. Bronzy's going to be the one to get it, but Solus has found another one. So this is looking dire. Solus is off of the board, however, and there's a bomb coming through from Kashir, but they're not going to be able to find anything. Leo is still set up on the objective, but they're taken out of the mech. Bronzy next to fall. Light is next to fall as well. 8 seconds left on the clock here, and it's desperate. And it's desperate from the side of Pakistan. They're going to be able to get a touch. The recall has been utilized. Overtime has been used. Kashir on the Doom Fist, but Billy and Petal too low to touch, and Philippines take it, making it a 2-0 series. Oh my gosh. Whew. Man. What a good showing from both of these teams. I mean, it went down to the absolute wire. Again, both of these teams are so equally matched. I mean, we went down to overtime, 1 fight away. All of these engagements have been pretty much just 1 fight away. These ult combos have been perfect. We've seen nano blades. We've seen nano overrides. So really, really good showing here from all of the players on either of these teams. But Philippines, I mean, they're 1 map away from getting the job done. And they look dominant, and they look like they're able to get it done potentially, as Pakistan are going to be able to choose either the map and side or the choice of ban. Remember, they either get to choose the map, or if they ban first or second, they are going to choose the map. However, already it is going to be Nubani that gets picked. Definitely more of a dive map. I think if I'm the Philippines, the way that I'm responding to this is I'm taking my ban first, and I'm banning a tank because I need my Diva to stabilize. I need my Diva to still be in the equation. Otherwise, this could really be one-sided yet again. If I don't know if Leo plays other things, right? But it's going to be interesting to see what the solution is. But if I'm Philippines, I'm taking my ban first. I'm banning out a tank, making sure that Diva's still in the equation. Maybe they seem better in the support lines. I don't know what else you really want to do here if you're the side of the Philippines. Like, I feel like that's just your best option. Make sure that Diva's still an option, still capable, still online, and then try to see if something can be done here in terms of that tank line. But we'll have to find out here in just a couple of moments. These teams are convening, trying to understand what the method is, what the plan is. If I'm okay, now I have to think about if I'm Pakistan. If I'm Pakistan, I think if I'm Pakistan, if they don't ban out a tank and they don't choose to ban first, it just has to be the Diva, right? I think Leo is just doing too much. And Kashir tries their best, but Light on this Pharah was just not able to get enough in. We do have a couple of substitutions from the side of the Philippines. It does look like. Okay, hold on. It does look like our entire DPS line is going to be put into the fruition as they're going to be able to. Okay, sorry. Solus and Vital are out, so both of those DPS are going to be taken out of the equation, and M Stairs and Woozy are going to be in for that DPS line. Very interesting to see what that'll come through. And did Pakistan get first? Do they get first ban as well as map choice? Do they pick to ban? I thought that the losing team selects. Oh, and whether so I guess they chose to ban first and they chose to ban the Diva. Okay, I think that's understandable. I think the Diva ban, an incredibly strong decision. I think Leo's been doing too much on it. And I'm not saying Kashir is bad in any regard. God, no, I'd get smoked by Kashir in a heartbeat. But I don't think your Diva's finding nearly as much value as Leo's, especially with Light liking to play those flyers. We saw the Echo, we saw the Pharah on that Rialto. But not able to get anything else done, especially with the DM coming through. And I mean, the override protocols were good from Petal, but I mean, most times, 9 times out of 10, that Diva was just available with Defense Matrix. But now it is going to be the Philippines side to ban. They cannot ban out a tank. They have to look at a DPS or a support. The Bastion Cat is still available, and Philippines are going to. Okay, very interesting. Philippines are going to ban out the Kiriko. So they're going to have that same backline that they probably just had on Rialto, where it was the Ana and the Alari. Maybe a Brig is involved, but we'll have to find out. As bans are all set, attack side has been set. As I do believe we're just going to be waiting for our potential last map here. Can Pakistan get the reverse sweep going, or is this going to be a very quick show match and I can give my voice a moment of rest? I mean, we'll have to find out in just a couple of minutes. But I do believe that this really could go either way, right? This could be a reverse sweep potentially from Pakistan, but Philippines, I mean, they're looking dominant, they're looking powerful. But man, these are back and forth engagements for the ages. I mean, Li Zhong, or sorry, not Li Zhong. Oasis was 100 to 99, 100 to 99 on both sub maps, and then my mistake on the bans thing. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, just a little bit of a technical. But anyways, I mean, they've been 99 to 100, 99 to 100. And then this last one with Rialto literally went to right there, right in front of the golden box of joy and whimsy, but they're not able to get the job done. As I do believe it is going to take just a couple more minutes for us to get into our potential third and final map. We're just waiting on the prod from the Philippines. They're also doing it. So, hey, go check out Team Philippines. But I mean, hey, we're here and we're are. This is an incredibly fun matchup. We'll have to find out how this new DPS line is going to be faring in this potential last map of the series. Could still go either way. But I don't know if Pakistan could get the job done. It's been difficult for them to really find enough value in order to stabilize, but it does look like we're going in 2 minutes. Diva's off of the board here. So is the Kiriko. We'll probably be seeing... if Vital's out, that means we're not playing the... So my thought process for the bans is... my observer is freaking out right now. But in terms of comps, I think we'll probably be seeing that Hazard now. I don't. I think it's Hazard, but the backline is where I'm a little bit more confused. I think we'll probably be going with the Ana Alari that we saw on Rialto, but I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, we're just waiting on everybody to get all ours and situated. Apologies for the wait, folks. As I mean, hey, we're potentially almost done. This could be the last map technically. As I mean, this has been a very fun one to watch. Very back and forth engagement. Pakistan desperately trying to cling on to their Showmatch hopes and dreams, but it's not looking like it's been working in their favor for the time being. And so now, I just realized that Billy is one of the DPS for Pakistan, so they're off rolling in the Showmatch. Oh, okay. All right. We're all good. We're all situated, all ready, and willing to go. So this should be good and done and dusted. I don't know. I'm looking at the Philippines. Okay, the Philippines have 4 DPS. Good lord. So Leo, Shroom Soup, and Lau are going to be the only options in terms of that tank and that backline. So definitely going to make things a little bit more... a lot more pressure onto Leo, right? Leo kind of has to play every tank under the sun, kind of like when an Infected was just solo tanking on Team Liquid. But we are going to be going into Numbani now. It'll be interesting to see what kind of compositions we'll be coming up with here, as Diva again off of the board, and so is that Kiriko. Again, this situation could be going either way. Pakistan trying to keep their hopes and dreams alive. Philippines trying to close out the series in a 3-0 fashion. And my observer is looking at 6-7. Yep. Yeah, no, we see it. We see it. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, we're looking at 6-7. I appreciate that, actually. Who allowed this guy in, actually?
Ready for battle.
Cat bashing. Cat bashing's coming through. Lau is going to be on the... Oh, God, Lord. Yes. Everybody's talking about the 6-7. Interestingly, we do see the cat bashing come through from the side of the Philippines. Leo going to be on the Mauga, and M-Stair is going to be on the Genji. The side of Pakistan, a little bit more of a different composition. They're going to be running the Winston with a Hanzo Genji and then an Ana Alari. So we'll definitely have to find out how this is going to work. And Philippines going to be defending first. Definitely going to be trying to go for a full hold, but this could still go either way. I mean, like, what do you do against this? Especially if you are the side of Pakistan. I mean, I guess you're going to try... okay, there's the form coming through, trying to look for some kind of picks there. There's the Ana, taken off of the... That's a really bad start. Gonna fly in a little bit more, but the Sierra is good. Light taken out of the equation as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a quick reset, and Petal's going to be on the Sierra. Definitely not one of your more common picks in terms of that hit scan, but we'll have to find out if it has an advantage. Light going to make that swap over to that Tracer, and not really going to have anybody that could really contest against them. Lau's going to have a really tough time living and stabilizing, as a lot of damage getting applied to the Pakistani team as they're walking up, trying to get to this high ground. The Tracer doing a little bit of poking onto this flying helicopter of a Bastion, and they're not going to be able to find anything for the time being. Light gets slept, is going to be looked at incredibly hard, gets taken out of the engagement. Nice kill there from the side of the Philippines. There's the spin coming through from the Orisa, trying to get anything done, but man, there's just too much damage with this Bastion. I mean, look, 74% already, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock here, and Team Philippines are showing us how broken the Cat Bastion can be. As, I mean, Pakistan just can't get anything done. They don't have any room. Any single time that they try to rotate anywhere, there's just a cat Bastion directly behind them, and all waking moments, there's going to be a Bastion ult available. Oh my gosh, Shroom Soup's out of the equation, so this Bastion's going to be the next to fall. It's a 3v5 situation. Leo hasn't not really built up a lot of ult cards either. Kashir's going to be on that Orisa. There's a nice slam coming through. Connects onto a lot of players, and Billy's going to be the next to fall. M-Stairs going to be desperately trying to get some kind of stabilization, and M-Stairs finds 3. Leo gets traded out, sure, but M-Stairs is also off the board here, so this still could go either way. Lao is really the only player left alive for the side of the Philippines. They are going to be back with that Cat Bastion in just a moment, and there they are, flying in, looking like Superman to the rescue, as it's going to be a little bit of a reset here for Kashir, not going to be able to really push out all too much. Like, going to be on that off angle for the time being. Nano is available. He has a Bastional, has a lot of pressure getting put through. Sierra is going to be jumping onto the high ground, but M-Series is good. Captive Sun has been utilized, but shot out of the air. Lao is going to be traded out from Kashir. That's good and all, but it doesn't really matter when the rest of your team is so incredibly low. Kashir dropping low, has to back out for the time being. Shroom Soup is going to be in a little bit of position of angst, as Light going to be forced out of the position, gets forced out. A lot of ults coming for the side of Pakistan, and it was a Nano utilized from the side of Philippines, but man, this Cat Bastion is really proving to be an issue for Pakistan. I mean, what do you do against it? As Leo going to be noticing that they're going to be over to that right side. They're going to be over on that high ground now. Catnap could be coming online here as Billy taking a lot of damage. Going to be stabilizing for the time being, but no, Woozy's going to be the first to fall. Oh, nice blade coming through, as that's going to be 2 players coming off of the board here. Light on the objective. The recall has been forced. Kashir popped the Terra Surge, but did you guys see it? Because I sure didn't. A minute left on the clock here. Kashir going to try their absolute best to walk out, but they're burning. They're on fire. Smaug is chasing them out. They're going to try their absolute best. The gold is utilized. They might be able to live for the time being, and I mean, something needs to change here for the side of Pakistan. Otherwise, they're going to get full held, and this is not going to be much of a series at all. And so, Catnap still available. So is the Bastion. Leo has a cage still, and this could desperately be the side of Pakistan falling to sleep. Not going to be able to connect. Billy dropping incredibly low. Going to be taken out of the engagement. Anti does get applied, sure, but it doesn't matter all too much when your team is just dead. Bronzy gets the kill on a Shroom Soup. There's a Captive Sun coming, or a Sierra comes through. Not going to be able to find anything. So is the Pulse Bomb, but again, no value, no answer as oh man, there's just too many players left alive from the side of the Philippines, and that was a really expensive fight for the side of Pakistan to lose. The Kashir is going to make a swap over to that Mauga, but it might be too little too late. 9 seconds left on the clock. They did get 54%, sure, but Philippines seem to be in complete control. Catnap and a Nano still applied. Kashir going to run over. Sierra gets slept. Pedal so incredibly low. Dries, and Woozy's going to be in that backline, finding another one, and it's just the Mauga sitting on the objective. Gets catnapped and is going to be taken away. Lao gets traded, sure, but I mean, so what? Like, it's another one on the Woozy. That could be something, but no, it doesn't matter. This Alari going to be the last player of Pakistan to touch, and I mean, they did get some percentage, sure, but 54.9 is all they're able to muster up, and now the Philippines have a chance to make this a very quick 3-0.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
I mean, it's just such a problem. Like, M-Stairs is 17-1. Like, you're trying so hard to Bastion. You're trying so hard to deal with this Cat Bastion, but you're not able to look at like anything else. And so this Genji is just kind of free reigning around. I think maybe a Brig swap would have been helpful there to kind of get the pressure off of your Ana a little bit. But hindsight 2020 is a hell of a thing. So we'll have to find out are they going to be trying the Cat Bastion themselves from the side of Pakistan, or no? It doesn't look like it, but we could see it come out. And like I do say, you know, Billy is the DPS for the side of Pakistan, so a little bit of an asterisk next to no. Oh my. Yes, we all see it. No, you don't need to zoom in. No. Oh my God. Good Lord. And so now, this round has been ruined for me. This map has been ruined for me, actually. Thank you to my observer, as they only need to get 2 ticks on the board. They're going to be running out on the same competition. Light going to be on that Tracer Pedal on that Emre, but how are they going to deal with the Cat Bastion on this attack? I mean, we'll have to find out here in just a couple of moments. It's going to be difficult for sure. They could just go co-side and try to get something done. They're going to look main first, however, as nobody's really all set up. They're just waiting for the go button. They're going to be rotating around to that coast side, like I said, and so a lot of pressure getting, oh my goodness gracious, a lot of pressure getting put onto that backline. A nice ante onto that Malga, dropping incredibly low. Gonna have to back off for the time being. Kashir desperately trying to stabilize, but they're taking a lot of damage. Billy gets slept. Nice sleep, and they're gonna be able to shut down Billy. A beautiful shot, and that goes Kashir. Mysterious is traded out from Light, who's trying to get something done, but they're only one person. Shroom Soup, oh, wait a minute. Shroom Soup is taken out of the board as well. Woozy next to fall. Leo gets another one. Lao is traded out, and so this still could go either way. As an E from this Malga, going to be able to shut down Petal, but it's just Light left alive. But it's just a Tracer against Leo, who's a little bit low on HP. Going to have that recall utilized. Kashir is going to be back, and it is going to be a little bit of a reset for the Philippines. But, I mean, that was scary for a moment there for the side of Pakistan. I mean, they lose a couple automatically, and so now this Cab Bastion going to be back in full force. Leo going to be taking a little bit of damage, but going to be able to stabilize for the time being. A little bit of a bad positioning here for this Ana, for this Emre. I mean, if they just rotate fast enough, they could just go on to the objective for pretty much free. A nice nade getting onto Lao, not going to be able to find that kill. However, as a Cab Bastion going to be flying around looking for this Malga, who's going to be built directly underneath them. So now this Cab Bastion is just kind of taking damage, not really finding anything, and there goes Shroom Soup. I don't... okay, that's not really how the composition works, as there's 2 minutes on the clock. M-Stair is taken off the board here as a little bit of a reset here, and Lao has that Nano online. That was an interesting engage from the side of the Philippines. That Cab Bastion just not really doing anything, but I mean, hey, it's, you know, whatever. As right now, they're going to be coming back, going to be onto that high ground yet again. Pulse Bomb is available for Light. There's the fly over to the high ground. Going to have a Nano apply, but a Sleep Dart has been utilized. Billy's traded out, and Pulse Bomb is attached to the side of Woozy. That's going to make it a little bit more even, but a lot of damage getting put onto Kashir, who pops the cage for nothing, as now it is going to be Light taken off of the board here. Leo is going to be able to find 2, excuse me, and so now Philippines going to set up on the objective. M-Stair is going to dash up to the high ground, and that's going to be 2 kills from Shroom Soup on this really broken cat character. The Lucio comes back for a touch, gets slept though, and that's going to be all that she wrote. Philippines take this in a 3-0 series, and what an incredible showing from them. Man, oh man, what a fun series. That last one was a little bit less close, but man, was it really fun to watch. I do enjoy watching both these teams back and forth and to each other, and so now, I mean, Pakistan, maybe it's time to get with the Cat Bastion, right? An unfortunate situation for the side of Pakistan. They were down their DPS, but hey, you know, we're not going to take it away from them. Really good showing, really good stuff. Really, really good back and forth. You know, hey, if you guys, if any of them want to add me on Battle.net, I'm so down. But I do think that it was a really good back and forth engagement. That is going to be our series. That is going to be our show match. Thank you guys all for watching. I do appreciate being here. Shout out to Jay for being our observer despite the 6-7 jokes. Shout out to Mundi for being our producer, a very, very good producer. Lovely to work with all the people here at Grupo Senju. I have been Mega Ninja 44. Thank you guys for listening to me yap for about an hour and a half. Be sure to drink some water, fix your posture, get some good rest when you go to bed tonight, and of course, be sure to tell somebody that you love them. Thank you all for being here. We'll catch you guys next time. And Leo going to be on that Diva. We'll have to find out which advantage is coming through. A bit more difficult for the Philippines to win, but Tao gets a trade. A very nice 4v3 situation, but it does look like Pakistani players are going to be sitting up, but you don't have the speed ability or the beat available, as we do see Leo coming on back, trying their absolute best, and trying their absolute best and trying to find some kind of pick, as Leo going to fly onto the high ground, challenge Petal for the time being. There's that kill, however, is they're going to be dropping off the high ground. Kashir next to fall. Leo has found a second one of their own as Light gets pressured out. Going to have to go over to that Mega, and it is going to be out what the advantage is, but Light gets blown apart. That's going to be not good for the terms of Pakistani. They're probably world. It does feel like Pakistan is a little bit behind it. A little bit of a rotate, and there's the rush coming through from Bronzy. A High Noon still available for Petal if they want to pop it, and the bubbles applied. Shroom Soup. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh god. Yeah, that's a stagger. The rest of the team is back from the side of the Pakistanis, but they're going to have to back out for the time being. And so now, from Light, not going to be able to connect. There's a High Noon from Petal looking for some kind of picks, but there's a Diva with an entire DM in their face. They're going to push that Soj off the high ground, and Yuwon's going to be Now, a lot of damage coming through. Bronzy's off of the board. The bomb has been utilized from Leo. Not going to be able to find anything, but does get that remake. So now it's looking like this still could go the way the Phillies. Diva from Kashir is so incredibly low. Going to have to jump off the high ground, taken out of the mech. The bomb has been utilized. They're going to have a remake available, and there is Petal back on that Cassidy. And there's a lot of the Philippines on the board, on the objective. They need to get a flip here as they just need to get Neo 1 HP. The flip comes through. Overtime has ticked, and now Shroom Soup's going to be dropping low, but Pakistan going to be set up back on the objective, trying to next to fall. Shroom Soup gets the trade onto Bronzy, however, and so that's not really good. Shroom Soup finds the kill onto Light, and so now it's going teams. Side of the Pakistani team. Lau is going to be taken off the board, or Lau's going to be able to take Bronzy off of the board. Bomb has been utilized. Be able to take Bronzy off of the board. Bomb has been utilized from Kashir. Pulse bomb whiff from Light. Kashir's not going to be able to get that remake, and that's going to be Light taken off of the board. Engage and wait for their Tracer to come back, because otherwise they're in a really awkward position. A little bit of a rotate from Kashir, but they're going to be flying. Oh my gosh, Milan got jump scared there by a 5 low, and it's looking like, despite I actually can't tell who's winning this engagement. I do believe that Pakistani, there's the beat from Milan. Try to push up. You're trying to find some kind of picks. An override protocol has been used from U1, who got a bubble as well. An override protocol has been used from U1, who got a bubble as well. And there's a pick onto Milan. Lau gets traded out, however, and Kashir is able to find a kill on Shroom Soup. Petal off of the board here has all they need, and Milan is off of the board. That's not good. That's what we in the industry call bad, actually, as Pakistan. Going to be down to support. The flip comes through for the Philippines. They're going to be okay with that. And the Diva DM is going to be so strong, eating all of the shots that you're worried about. Oh, but Shroom Soup's not going to be able to stabilize for the time being. That Lucha dropping. That Divas are going to be fighting on the objective. Leo drops for that Mega. They're going to be able to come back and contest. The bomb is still available from both of these sides. Pulse bomb comes through onto Petal. Vital has found an opening pick, making it a 4v4 situation. And there's a bomb coming through. Leo not going to be able to get that remake. The flip has come through, 81% and count. Still causing mayhem, but the beat from Milan is good. Kashir's out of the mech, however, so that Baby Diva is the only one who gets that beat. As right now, it does look. Somebody stop that Diva. Normally my co-caster would say something now, but I don't got all too often. I do think Alari is a very good poke support on this map, but we'll have to find out if it works. Solus on that Genji, double flex from the side of the Philippines. Way on over to the high ground, looking at that far, forcing that Diva off of the high ground. And so now the Philippines are doing a really good job pushing Light. Shroom Soup, and that's going to be the push coming through from the side of the Philippines. This is a beautiful showing from them, and Leo has forced all. Oh, Leo's going to be taken out of the mech. That's not good, actually. You're going to try your best to maybe get your remake back, but it's going to be so difficult with. That's not good, actually. You're going to try your best to maybe get your remake back, but it's going to be so difficult with Light. Yeah, on that far, it takes down Leo. An incredible job on this Alari so far. Nano still available. Goes on to the Genji, who's only 60% to that ult. Bronzy going to be taken out of the board. Petal next to fall. Shroom Soup being Petal. Poking out for the time being. There's the blade. Pops through from Solus. Finds a kill onto Billy. A very nice start. Light's taken off of the board next. Petal taken down as well. Well, there's the nano getting applied to that override protocol. It shoots Shroom Soup in the face directly, as that's going to be 2 for the side of Petal. And desperately override protocol. It shoots Shroom Soup in the face directly, as that's going to be 2 for the side of Petal. And desperately they needed to find some kind of advantage, and they're going to finally. Okay. With Light. Okay, Light. We're getting built up here. This bomb's still available for the side of Kashir. They're not able to find anything. So now it's looking like this could go either way. Vital on that Tracer. Shroom Soup off the board. That Nano Blade available here. This could be absolutely massive. There it goes. Nano Blade has been utilized. Trying to find something. There's the kill onto Bronzy. And there's another one onto. Okay, there's the override protocol with the nano. Goes applied to Petal. Trying to look for some kind of picks. Just a lot of damage, but not a lot of picks. The set of Philippines. There's the Captain Sun coming through. This could technically get eaten. It is going to be nobody. Oh god. Comes through. There's the blade coming through. A lot of slashes will be allowed. Petal first to fall. A beautiful chase from this Diva, and Vital is going to be taken off of the board. This time for a recontest. There's 15 seconds left on the clock here, and they're trying their absolute best. But a DMAC here will be devastating onto Leo. 9 seconds left. They're trying to get out, but they can't. Done, and so I mean, it's pretty much all on light on this Pharah. You know, okay, Petal's going to be on that Widowmaker probably just for this opening shot. Hey, Petal's going to be on that Widowmaker probably just for this opening shot and then swap back over. Solus again on that Genji, desperately trying to find some kind of fit. Bang! Lao is dead. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock here. Lao is able to get a pylon, but like, you know, it's just pylon. Leo is back, forcing the objective. Soul is dropping incredibly low. Gonna have to stabilize for the time. The side of the Philippines defense. They're trying desperately to get something done. There's 2 minutes left on the clock here. A nano gets applied to Leo, who is gonna be set up on the objective. Nice. A DMAC has come through, and now it's looking like this could go either way. Bronzy off of the board here. Kashir has found a trade onto Lao, but Lao is able to get Billy before. Bronzy off of the board here. Kashir has found a trade onto Lao, but Lao is able to get Billy before then. So Kashir is going to be the last one alive from the side of the Pakistani team, and they're going to have to reset for the time being. Murray ult as well. Nice nano gets applied. So light has been taken out from. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Solus gets traded, sure, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, as it might just be a quick reset here. There's an override protocol coming through. Traded, sure, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, as it might just be a quick reset here. There's an override protocol coming through. Nice shot! He's going to connect on the two play time, being not going to be able to find anything else, however, except for that one. Barrage is still available for light. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock here, and they're still pushing this objective. Nano gets applied. Gets applied to Solus, and they're going to pop that blade. Light has been taken off of the board there. A nice nano, and that's going to allow things to be a little bit better for the side of the Philippines. They're going to pop that blade. Light has been taken off of the board there. A nice nano, and that's going to allow things to be a little bit better for the side of the Philippines. Kashir is going to be out of the mech there. It's here in just a couple of moments. Shroom Soup has that capture stun that could go absolutely massive. A nice eat onto that Conch Blast, going to save Solus for the time being, but Petal's going to be able to find Shroom Soup. You as a minute left on the clock. Light is going to be swapping over to that Echo. Bomb still available for the side of Kashir. Leo has died? What happened to Leo? It doesn't matter. Board. There's the sights coming through. The bomb has been utilized from Leo, but it is going to be that second point cap. 2 minutes on the clock. And life. I mean, they're going to be trying to look for something. Petal gets taken down. Lao gets traded out. Capture Sun has come through, as it is looking like it could go either way. A minute 10 on the clock. Kashir has 6 left on the clock here. A sleep gets put onto Kashir, so they are going to be able to stabilize for the time being here. An anti gets applied. A minute left on the clock here, and so now this really plays for the time being. In 30 seconds left on the clock here, there's a duplicate onto the Ana of all people, trying to look for somebody here. A nano gets applied. Sure, Bronzy's going to be the one to get it, but Solus has found another one. So this is looking dire. Solus is off of the board, however, and there's a bomb coming through from Kashir, but they're not going to be able to find anything. Leo still, just the recall has been utilized. Overtime has been used. Kashir on the Doom Fist, but Billy and Petal too low to touch, and Philippines take it, making it we went down to overtime, one fight away. All of these engagements have been pretty much just one fight away. These ult combos have been perfect. We've seen with a Hanzo, Genji, and then an Ana Alari. So we'll definitely have to find out how this is going to work. And Philippines going to be defending. We're going to try. Okay, there's the form coming through, trying to look for some kind of picks there. There's the Ana, taken off of the. That's a really bad start. Gonna fly in a little bit more with this here as they're walking up, trying to get to this high ground. The Tracer doing a little bit of poking onto this flying helicopter of a Bastion, and they're not gonna be able to find anything for the time being. Light gets slept. It's gonna be single time that they try to rotate anywhere. There's just a cat Bastion directly behind them, and all waking moments, there's going to be a Bastion ult available. Oh my gosh, Shroom Soup's out of the equation. Either Kashir's going to be on that Orisa. There's a nice slam coming through. Connects onto a lot of players, and Billy's going to be the next to fall. M-Steer is going to be desperately trying to get some kind of stabilization, and M-Steer's finds 3. Leo gets traded out. Bastional has a lot of pressure getting put through. Sierra is going to be jumping onto the high ground, but M-Tear is good. Captive Sun has been utilized, but shot out of the air. Lao is going to be traded out from against it, as Leo going to be noticing that they're going to be over to that right side. They're going to be over on that high ground now. Catnap could be coming online here as Billy taking a lot of damage. Going to be stabilizing for the time. Being, but no, Woozy's going to be the first to fall. Oh, nice blade coming through, as that's going to be 2 players coming off of the 4-year light. Capture Sun coming, or Sierra comes through, not going to be able to find anything. So is the Pulse Bomb, but again, no value, no answer. As oh man, there's just too many players. Sure, but Philippines seem to be in complete control. Catnap and a Nano still applied. Kashir gonna run over. Sierra gets slept. Petal so incredibly low. Dries that backline, finding another one, and it's just the Mauga sitting on the objective. Gets catnapped and is gonna be taken away. Lao gets traded, sure, but I mean, so what? Gonna be the last player of Pakistan to touch, and I mean, they did get some percentage, sure, but 54.9 is all they're able to muster up, and now. Yes, we all see it. No, you don't need to zoom it. No. Oh my god. Actually, thank you to my observer, as They only need to get 2 ticks on the board. They're going to be running out on the same composition. Light going to be low. Going to have to back off for the time being. Kashir desperately trying to stabilize, but they're taking a lot of damage. Billy gets slept. Nice sleep, and they're going to be able to shut down Billy. A beautiful sleep, and they're going to be able to shut down Billy. A beautiful shot, and that goes to Kashir. Mysterious is traded out from Light, who's trying to get something done, but they're only one person out, and so this still could go either way. As an E from this Malga, going to be able to shut down Petal, but it's just Light left alive. But it's just a Tracer against Leo, who's a little bit low on HP. Be able to find that kill. However, as a Cat Bastion going to be flying around looking for this Malga, who's going to be built directly underneath them. So now Cat Bastion is just kind of as right now they're going to be coming back, going to be onto that high ground yet again. Pulse Bomb is available for Light. There's the fly over to the high ground. Going to have a Nano apply, but a Sleep Dart is available for Light. There's the fly over to the high ground. Going to have a Nano apply, but a Sleep Dart has been utilized. Billy's traded out, and Pulse Bomb is attached to nothing. As now it is going to be Light taken off of the board here. Leo is going to be able to find 2, excuse me, and so now Philippines going to set up on the objective. Leo is going to be able to find 2, excuse me, and so now Philippines going to set up on the objective. M-Stair is going to dash up to the high ground, and that's going to be 2 kills from Shroom Soup on this really broken cat character. The Lucio watching both these teams back and forth and to each other, and so now, I mean, Pakistan, maybe it's time to bash. Maybe it's time to get with the cat bash.